I just believed that it was going to happen, and it happened. You know, whether it was when I started my styling business, when I started a hair salon, when I started the clothing line, whatever. Now, I went out and found a location and built a theater.
Yeah.
So it's a whole new world for me. But
theater.
yeah, my husband and I have a theater, and it's also an acting school, and that was a whole new territory for me. But I'm fearless when it comes to it, because I believe that God is going to be a part of the plan. As long as you're giving back and you're putting good things into the universe, you will get good things out.
You said something really poignant there. You are fearless, right? So you walk by faith, and
yes,
that's important. And another thing you said was research. My tribe knows I have these things that I call the 3 R's in business, and Miss Tina, you read my mind, because the first one is research. Do your research, know your market, business, and then the second is relationships.
Yes,
relationships are everything.
Yes.
Our good friend Marilyn Booker.
Yes.
That is a relationship that I built over the years. She was at the conference last year speaking. She supports me. She believes in my vision, and we nurtured that relationship. When I met her,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And she's the best at that. Yeah, she's the best at that. But I mean, nurturing relationships. And my husband, as part of his teaching, it's an acting school, but under the hood is really an empowerment academy. And one of the things he teaches, which is really brilliant, is he gets all the students to do a relationship map. Ooh. And in this relationship map, you have all these categories of people, but somebody that you can call for advice, somebody that you can call when you need financial help, not necessarily them giving it to you, but like a Marilyn that can teach you about finances. So if you surround yourself with this team of people, and that's your relationship map, it's really powerful.
That's good. And I always tell people, when you are, because I think networking, people have realized that networking is important in business, but I tell people, don't build a Rolodex, build relationships.
Absolutely.
It's different.
And you've got to, it's funny because we're now, I have a charity and I mentor kids, and it's like my passion, but it has to be paid for and it's very expensive. So we have this fundraiser, and I realize that naturally, if you support me, I'm going to support you. I'm going to kill myself. Marilyn is the same way. She and I, that's what we relate on, is because you might see Marilyn in Chicago tomorrow, in New York the next day, LA the next. It's the same with me because I support my friends. And so therefore, they got to give to get.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just want to take. You can't. You got to give.
I posted this thing, Miss Tina, and it was like, if you can't be happy about somebody else's success, how do you expect for someone to be happy for your success? We got to get on.
That's right.
Because it might not be our season at that moment, but our season is coming.
It's coming.
For somebody else's success in their season.
Right. And that's why it's so important. I see people hating on people and being jealous, and I'm like, it's such a waste of energy, because my philosophy has always been, if my friend could do it, then they might be able to hook me up next time, or at least I'm surrounded by success. I might be able to learn something. They might be able to give me something. So you should always want everybody to do well, because that, it goes full circle.
Right. One of the things I talked about recently was, this entire conference is about leadership. And Miss Tina, the reason that we launched the Ladies That Lead tour was because I felt like for women of color, we're still striving a lot in corporate America. When it comes to entrepreneurship, we still have a to go. And so I said, if we're not in positions of leadership, we can't pull each other up, and I said, be a leader, we have to sit under, we have to be willing to serve. What is your take on serving?
Wait, you're breaking up a little bit. You said you have to be willing to serve. What'd you say? Oh, the sound went out.
Yes, I was.
Can you hear me? Yeah, the sound went out for a minute.
I can hear.
Are we going in and out? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry. Okay, so
can't hear you again.
Ladies,
I'm
in
sorry.
order to be a great leader, we have to serve. Oh, it's okay. We're gonna fix it. How's that? Is that better?
I can see your
You
mouth
see?
moving, but I can't hear.
Because we having a good
Yeah, I can
conversation.
see
We
you.
having a conversation.
Okay,
About
there
faith,
it is.
but you know
There
the
it
enemy
is.
don't want us to have this conversation, but we don't.
That's right. Oh,
Okay, it is. So can you guys hear me, Miss Tina?
I can hear you now.
We're good?
Yes.
Going in out.
The best, the biggest, the best that it can be, no matter what it is,
Right.
you know, whether it's shining shoes, you want to shine your shoes the best. So, you know,
be the best you shine on the block. That's right.
And they're like, I didn't do good because I didn't like that job. No, I've been a waitress. I've been I've done everything. I've moved, worked in a furniture store where I had to move furniture. I was the best furniture mover you're going to find, because whatever you're doing at the time is the most important thing in your life, because that's what's happening right now. So do your best, give it your all, because what happens is you'll never know with the most menial job who you might meet. And if you got a great attitude, somebody's going to remember you, and that's going to open doors to something
You never know who's watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or who you're going to run into, or who you're going to meet. So no matter what you're doing, make the best of it, and do your best, and go the extra mile, and don't feel like you're too good for anything. You know, I think one of the things, the reasons why I was so successful always is because from, you know, the back in the days of my hair salon, is because I swept hair too. I took out the trash. I did whatever I had to do for.
So there was no job too little or too big for you.
Exactly. So therefore, my people wanted to work hard for me.
They wanted to come and see you. They wanted to sit in your chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? It's so interesting that you said that, because one of the things I talk about in leadership is I try to model myself behind servant leaders. To me, those have been the most effective leaders in my life, those that are willing to serve other people.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like your blessings just come when you're willing to give. And, you know, it's not always about, you know, of course, in business, we want it to be an exchange. We're looking for, someone to support our business, but being able to serve other people on that journey, whatever that may be for you, whether it's in your career and helping a person who might just have started at a job, showing them the ropes, right?
Exactly.
Whether it's in business, you know, sharing some of the tips that you've learned over the years. And that's what I try to do with the Boss Network. It's like, I'm self-taught as a businesswoman. I didn't get an MBA. I was an educator. You know, I worked in Chicago Public Schools. And when I started this business, it was women like you who put me to the side and said, you know what, I like what you're doing. You know, let me help you.
Right.
And not having an ego and being afraid to say, I need help.
Right.
I think that's really important too.
Right.
You know, not being afraid to make the ask.
And not think you know everything. You know, I think one of the other things that people don't talk enough about in business is having a mentor. Like, you know, that's what I'm doing for these kids that are junior high school students, is mentoring them, because, you know, when I was 14, someone came into my life and changed my life completely just by taking me to Houston, which was 50 miles away from my little town, and taking me to a nice dinner, which I later found out was an Applebee's. But to me, I thought it was a really fancy restaurant.
Right, but it was that exposure.
And they took me to see Alvin Ailey. And I went to see these dances, and I saw these fancy black folks, and I was like, I'm getting out of this little one-horse town, and I'm going to do something in the beauty industry. I don't know what it was. But that person changed my life. And so when you start mentoring, or when someone mentors you, they set the example for you, and there's somebody to call and bounce ideas off. Like you're talking about Marilyn. You know, Marilyn is a financial genius. So therefore, if you're trying to struggle with finances, you can call her, but you need to set yourself up with some mentors. And don't be afraid to ask someone to help you.
Yeah, and listen, I think for us as women, especially as Black women, we have to understand mentorship can be at every level.
Absolutely.
We don't have to, you know, wait till we get to the top to mentor someone. You can mentor people at every level. You know, when I was in Chicago Public Schools, you know, we have a mentoring program with Boss. It's called Boss on Campus. And we go to the colleges, the HBCUs, and we teach young women entrepreneurship and how to prepare for life after college. Because these young women, they want to be successful, but they just need a little bit of guidance. And so no matter where we are, we have the ability to pull somebody up. Self-
care is really important. And I think it is in the mix of being successful, because you know, if you're successful in business but you're not taking care of yourself and you don't have a lot of joy or happiness, that's really not being successful.
That's not being successful.
Yeah.
Right. One of my mentors, Sherry Riley, she says, peace is the new success.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you don't have peace in your life and you're not finding joy in the things that you're doing, it's time to reevaluate those things.
Yes,
you know?
It's true.
Yeah. So, Ms. Tina, listen, this has been a great conversation. I'm not going to hold you up all evening because we could just talk forever, but we're going to continue this conversation in Chicago on October 11th and 12th.
To talk about in Chicago, right?
Yes. Listen, the ladies are ready for you. We're going to have an all-black celebration on Friday night. We're going to be honoring you with some other amazing leaders. So get your all-black dress ready.
Well, you know,
dance, we're going to party.
I'm going to fit right in because that's my
thing. Right? You know, we love black. We're going to celebrate. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a Boss Out Peak Power Conference. And we're going to just be talking about how to grow as women of color, how to support each other, how do we show up as leaders. And we're just going to really just learn more about your journey. So I know the ladies want to support you. They want to support you in any way possible. So tell us, is there any projects that you're working on or any, things that we can support you in? Yeah.
Okay.
We want to support you.
You know, the Waco Theater Center is the theater and it's called Waco, not Waco, Texas, but where art can occur. That's my husband's mantra.
Where art can occur.
Yeah. And so what we do is we have right now 92 kids. It keeps growing every year that we take on a new class. And we try to expose these kids to everything from all the arts to, we have a high tea for them where they learn etiquette and then they come to practice. We invite all the mothers. We wear hats and we have our little pinkies out and
we taking
them to the ballet, and we just left a trip in Vegas where they got to spend the night in a hotel and go to the Michael Jackson.
That exposure is so important for our young people.
Yeah, so just trying to expose them to everything and teaching them values and just mentoring them. And so, if you want to support, you can go to waco.com and you can, if you're in the LA area, feel free to drop by the theater. We do a bunch of great things there. When my kids were younger, they went to a community center, to a couple of them really, and one was called the Shape Center. And it was in, in an underserved community, and my kids went there and they got so much. They are the stars that they are today, partly because that gave them a platform for what they loved. Right. And it was such talent in that place.
I love
it saved a lot of lives with kids.
Yeah. And in our communities, Ms. Tina, we need more of that. I know a lot of, school districts are trying to cut, back on the arts. And so we need programs like Waco to, pour into our community so that our kids can have that exposure. When I was in Chicago Public Schools, I took my kids to see Alvin Ailey. I took them to see, Wynton Marsalis at the symphony. I tried to expose them to many things so that they could see things outside of their communities. Because if we don't expose them to more things, that's all they're going to know.
Right. And you can only, if you never see it, you can't believe it. So
you can't see it, you can't believe it. It's true.
It's been wonderful just to share that experience with these kids. And then our hope is that the older kids will mentor the younger kids and we will pay it forward. But I encourage everyone to mentor kids, like you said earlier. You don't have to start any organization, or you can. But my dream
one day, there's a lot of organizations out there you can get involved in.
Right. But my dream one day is that there will be, so many organizations that deal with mentoring our kids, because they're our future. And, that you don't even know what you're doing for a kid to give them a compliment, to come up to a little girl.
Miss Tina, you gotta actually meet some of our Boston campus mentees at the conference. So these young ladies, they're young, but they are on fire, and they, they intern with us. They're learning about entrepreneurship, and so they're so excited to meet you on Saturday.
I can't wait.
And so I'm just so grateful to be able to honor you here in Chicago. I'm just really blessed to be able to have a connection to you through Maryland. And just show these women, that success is possible.
Yes.
That whatever it is that you're dreaming, with faith and hard work, you can achieve it.
That's right.
It's possible.
That's right.
And so
you are doing, I have to say that I'm impressed, because we need more organizations like this too. You know, it's great that you're doing this. I think everybody, if everybody took on one person that they could help, you know, to pull up, imagine what kind of power that would be.
Yes. Yeah. You know, Ms. Tina, in the last 10 years, because I believe in the vision that God gave me, we have over 200,000 women in our network. We have helped over 2,500 women start businesses.
That is awesome.
That is just, to me, you know, it's incredible because I never thought that that would be the case. But I trusted the vision. I worked hard, and I really just poured myself into as many people that I could. And because of that, I got so many blessings out of it. And we're here 10 years later.
That's right.
You know, and now we have so many movements for women of color that are everywhere. And, you know, I like to think that I was one of the pioneers to really put it out there and say, hey, we are talented too.
That's
you know,
right.
We have, you know, things that we can offer to the world. We have businesses that should be invested in.
Right.
And so, you know, I just encourage you, boss ladies, believe in yourself, trust your vision, you know, surround yourself, like Ms. Tina said, around great mentors, and then be a mentor to someone.
Right.
Be a mentor to someone.
Yes.
Any last words, Ms. Tina? Any last words that you want to leave the ladies before you go?
No, just to stay, you know, stay focused on your goals, and don't let anybody make you think you can't, because it's always naysayers out there. You know, I was just looking at Oprah. I reposted something yesterday on Instagram where she's talking to, I think the guy's name is Wallace. I can't remember what his first, he was a big newscaster on 60 Minutes. And it's when she's going on to have her own talk show. And of course she was, you know, pretty successful before that. Right. So the guy is like, well, why are you doing this? Like, what if it doesn't work? And she's like, oh, it's going to work. But if it doesn't work, this is not the only thing that I can do. I'll do something else. And that is, you know, that's the attitude to have. Okay, well, if this doesn't work out, then I'll try something else. But one of these things will work. Yeah, okay. So don't let anybody.
The comments, they're laughing because they're like, you guys, that technology tried you out, but you didn't give up on that Facebook, on that Instagram Live. You didn't give up. And that's what we have to do. We can't give up. You know, we can't give up.
Well, listen, I'm way behind in the technology, and I got caught where I couldn't get back to my house with my assistant. She usually does it. I got to
listen, you're doing it, and we thank Lawson for stepping in and, like, you know, helping out.
She was like, Mama,
that's what we have to do. We have to support each other. Oh my goodness. Listen, thank you all for joining us. Visit ladieselitetour.com. You do not want to miss this conference. You don't want to miss this conversation with Ms. Tina Knowles and I. And you want to be here to celebrate 10 years of supporting women of color in business and helping women to strive to be their best selves. Again, I'm Kamika Smith, the founder of the Boss Network. Ms. Tina, we cannot wait to celebrate with you. Thank you so much.
I will see y'all next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week. You travel in safely, and you know, let Mr. Lawson know that we wish he was coming, but you know, we wish him the best of luck as well.
Yeah, he has a screening for his new movie, so yeah. Yes. But anyway, look forward to seeing y'all. Mwah.
Mwah. Bye. Bye. Talk to you soon. All right, see you guys in Chicago, ladies. Yes, this was amazing. I'm telling you guys. You do not want to miss this conference. October 11th and 12th in Chicago. ladieselitetour.com. We literally have less than 50 tickets left. They're going to go really, really soon. And so make sure to get your tickets. Join us. Meet Miss Tina in person. Meet Miss Beverly Johnson, supermodel, beauty icon in person. You know, some of our amazing panelists like Dorinda Walker, Frenchie Harris. Oh my God, there's so many great speakers that are going to be a part of this conference that you guys are not going to be disappointed. Oh my God, thank you guys. I know I don't go live often because I'm a worker and I try to provide as much opportunity and resources for my ladies. But when I do go live, you all